When most people think of parkour, they picture daring flips and jumps over rooftops. But parkour is so much more. It's a mental workout as much as a physical one. At its core, parkour is about creativity, adaptability, and problem solving. And today, I want to show you how parkour trains critical thinking and why that's especially important for those of us in midlife and beyond. When we're young, movement is how we learn. We crawl, climb, and jump, all through trial and error. Every wobbly step or bold leap isn't just physical, it's a mental puzzle. Kids are constantly evaluating risks, testing ideas, and adapting to challenges. But then we grow up. We're told to be careful, sit still, and act our age. Over time, we stop experimenting with movement, and that limits not just how we move, but how we think. Parkour brings that sense of exploration back. Every obstacle is a puzzle. You're constantly assessing your surroundings and finding creative ways to move and adapting when things don't go as planned. It's critical thinking in motion. In parkour, every obstacle asks a question. How can I get over this safely? What is the most efficient route? What if my first attempt doesn't work? These questions force you to think critically in real time. When I was learning a 360 underbar, it felt like trying to solve a moving puzzle. You have to dive headfirst under the bar, cross your arms, place your hands just right, one hand facing up and the other facing down, and trust your momentum to swing your legs through while spinning your body 360 degrees. It's a lot to think about all at once. But it's not really about strength, it's about timing and coordination. People often struggle with it because their hand placement is off, or they get confused about which way their body should turn mid-movement. I had to break it down into smaller steps, practicing the dive, focusing on the hand placement, and understanding the direction my body naturally wanted to turn. And then there's the mental challenge of switching sides. In parkour, we're taught to practice on both our strong side and our off side. Switching sides can confuse your brain. It feels like relearning the move from scratch, but in a good way. That mental puzzle forces your brain to adapt, rethink the sequence, and strengthen neural pathways as you process the movement differently. Each failed attempt wasn't just a mistake, it was valuable feedback. Every adjustment brought me closer to making the movement smooth and fluid. That's what parkour teaches you, how to analyze a challenge, experiment with different solutions, and trust yourself to follow through. Whether it's a 360 underbar or navigating an uneven surface, the approach is the same. Assess, adapt, and keep moving forward. Critical thinking isn't just for boardrooms or big decisions. It's a skill we need every day. And as we get older, it becomes even more important. Midlife brings new challenges, changing careers, health concerns, or simply adapting to a fast-paced world. Parkour trains both your body and brain to stay flexible. Balance, coordination, quick reactions, these aren't just parkour skills, they're life skills. Whether you're avoiding a trip on uneven ground or catching yourself from a fall, parkour keeps your brain and body sharp. But it's not just about physical movement, it's about how you approach challenges in every aspect of your life. Parkour has changed the way I tackle obstacles in my career and in learning new skills. I've learned to break problems down into smaller steps, focus on the next achievable goal, and trust that consistent effort will eventually get me there. This mindset shift has made me more resilient, not just in movement, but in every area of my life. Parkour doesn't just build physical strength, it builds mental agility, adaptability, and confidence that no challenge is unsurmountable. Research shows that learning new physical skills boosts cognitive function. In parkour, your brain is working overtime, processing visual cues, making split-second decisions, and coordinating your movements. Studies have shown that activities requiring both physical effort and cognitive engagement, like parkour, help strengthen the connections between different areas of the brain. Regions like the prefrontal cortex, hippocampus, and cerebellum all light up as you plan your next move, assess your surroundings, and adjust in real time. This isn't just theory. Studies from neuroscience journals have shown improvements in executive functions like problem solving, memory, and focus when people regularly engage in these types of activities. And novelty is key. Every time you approach a new obstacle or figure out a creative way to overcome a challenge, your brain creates fresh neural connections. Dopamine, the brain's reward chemical, kicks in, reinforcing those pathways and making future learning easier. Parkour isn't just a physical workout, it's brain training with endless variety. Every jump, every vault, every stumble keeps your brain sharp and ready for whatever challenge comes next. And you don't need to jump over walls to benefit from parkour. Just start small. Step over a low rail, balance on a curb, or explore a park with fresh eyes. The goal isn't perfection, it's curiosity. Challenge yourself in little ways, just beyond your comfort zone. Every small success builds confidence, and every stumble is a lesson. I know starting something new can feel intimidating, and maybe you're worried about looking silly or failing on your first attempt. But here's the thing, everyone starts somewhere. Even the most skilled parkour athletes started with small, unsteady steps. If you're not sure where to begin, try these simple exercises. Balance on a curb for 30 seconds. Step over a small bench or low rail deliberately and carefully. Or find a sturdy surface and practice a gentle step up and step down motion. These might seem like tiny actions, but each one builds strength, coordination, and most importantly, confidence. The more you play and explore, the more you'll start to see your surroundings differently. Suddenly, a bench isn't just a bench, it's an opportunity. A railing just isn't a barrier, it's a challenge. Parkour isn't about grand gestures or big stunts. It's about curiosity, discovering, and finding joy in movement, one step at a time. So this week, I challenge you to see your environment differently. Find one obstacle, a step, a bench, or a curb, and interact with it creatively. So give it a try. Your brain and your body will thank you. And if you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below. I'd love to hear about your parkour journey or how you've approached challenges differently. See you in the next video.